Now, in Mexico, you can find a wide variety of delicious dishes, and usually corn is involved in some form or another. Nowadays, farmers are finding their costs are going up a lot, though, because of the peso, which is weakening. And so Mexico will have to increase imports from the United States by 20% next season. That's going to upset a lot of Mexicans, as Arabella Munro reports.
Maize has been part of the Mexican diet since it was first cultivated here around 9,000 years ago. But now prices are going up and up.
It has gone up considerably by the ton, and we can't raise the price at the point of sale because we're attacked by authorities. They put pressure on us.
The prices are rising because of increases in the cost of petrol brought in by the government earlier this month. Compounding this is a weakening currency, but Mexico's president remains optimistic about the country's prospects.
It's
a good moment to keep trusting the country and make the most of the advantages offered by Mexico that go beyond any situation, any circumstances, any eventuality that we face, like the one now.
The corn's mainly used to feed livestock, but it's also used in food like tortillas, a staple here. The National Federation of Corn Producers president says food vendors will suffer most from the price hikes. He's predicting tortilla prices are likely to rise nationwide, with the poorer southern regions hit hardest. And prices are already starting to go up.
The tortilla makers in the outskirts or on the corner of the block, they are the ones that are a bit uncontrollable as regards to price. We understand for smaller businesses, their costs also go up when grain goes up due to transport and when those who sell the flour are also raising their prices.
And it's not just corn price increases that are concerning people.
Tortilla, flour, oil, cream, cheese, everything has gone up because of petrol. The petrol price goes up and then prices go up.
Mexico's minimum wage is just under $4 a day, meaning even small price increases will have a big impact on people's daily lives. Arabella Munro, TRT World.
And TRT World's editor-at-large, Craig Capitas, joins me now. Craig, we talked to you about things that happen in Mexico sometimes because you've got a lot of experience of the country. You know, you've had a place there and you've been there many times. I want to ask you about the possibility that we see protests and possibly even riots over the price of tortillas going up. It seems a small thing, but we did see protests over gasoline prices going up, didn't we?
Yes. Anyone who thinks this is a corny story, do so at your own peril. History shows that the worst sort of political disruption is caused when bread prices become too expensive. The Bolshevik Revolution, the French Revolution, the Boston bread riots of the 18th century. This is very, very serious stuff. It is a warning flare. The makers, the people who make tortillas in Mexico are pretty much the campesinos, the peasants, and I'll tell you, they're delicious. And the bottom line to it is they use white domestic corn, and they don't use yellow corn, which is pretty much not grown in Mexico. That's what's being imported from the United States. So the Mexicans are angry on two fronts. The price of white corn is going up, and they're being forced to use yellow corn.
Yeah, and that all comes under the NAFTA trade agreement, right, where we're seeing subsidized yellow corn almost dumped onto the Mexican market. Now, Donald Trump's going to be in charge in a couple of days' time. He hates NAFTA. Are the Mexicans who are against all this yellow corn coming in the only Mexicans who actually like Donald Trump?
Well, they're certainly adding fuel to Trump's fire to, remember, renegotiate NAFTA. In the white noise of Trump becoming president of the United States, everyone is making out that Trump wants to burn NAFTA like some sort of lice infection. That's not what he wants to do. He wants to renegotiate it. And if he's smart, this issue of corn will be at the very top of the list for all the aforementioned reasons. The government does not have a mechanism to police higher prices like you do in many Anglo countries. And on January 1st, there was double-digit increase in fuel prices, as Arabella said, and this This has only thrown gasoline on this fire. And again, it's not a corny story. This is very important, one to watch.
Craig Peterson, Paris, thank you very much for your analysis.